Now in Good Morning Northwest, breaking news, an early morning shooting in North Spokane. At least one person is dead. Multiple people are hurt. Natalie Grant is live on the scene.
And we are really feeling the warmth this morning. I'll help you plan your weekend as the warm-up continues.
The 911 call, the text messages, and a recent diagnosis. A judge decides what evidence jurors will hear when Bryan Kohberger stands trial for the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, April 25th. We want to start with breaking news. Multiple people have been shot. At least one is dead. We're just learning that information. This happened at a gas station in North Spokane. Police say it was at the Maverick off of Division and Montgomery, which is where our Natalie Grant is live on the scene this morning. And Natalie, you're learning some new information.
Yeah, Robin, we're right outside that Maverick gas station, as you said, between Division and Ruby here. We just learned from Spokane police that at least one person is dead in this shooting. They have said there are multiple injuries in this shooting, but right now we don't know how many of those injuries are, but we do know at least one person is dead. It happened around 3:30 this morning, and as you can see behind me here, this Maverick gas station is all closed off this morning. We got that red police tape surrounding the gas station. We've had crews kind of surveying the area, canvassing with flashlights, looking through bushes around the gas station, and some evidence markers between gas pumps here. And we're starting to get a little bit more information this morning, but what we still don't know is how many people were involved in this shooting and if anybody was taken into custody and how many injuries there are total here. Those are questions we're still looking to have answers for this morning. As far as traffic goes, I know this is a very highly trafficked area throughout the morning. Division and Ruby are open, good to go this morning, but kind of the surrounding areas of the Maverick gas station here are closed off, and the gas station itself is also closed off this morning. So if this is a part of your morning commute, you might want to take another way. But we'll continue to bring you any updates we have throughout the morning right here on Good Morning Northwest. Robin.
All right. Thank you, Natalie. We'll be checking in throughout the morning with you. Let's check in now with meteorologist Matt Gray and your first alert forecast.
And you've been used to grabbing a sweater in the morning, even though you may only need it for a couple of hours. Well, I tell you what, in many places, like in Spokane and in Coeur d'Alene, you are barely going to need an extra layer this morning. We are extremely warm. 49 in Spokane. We're only at 51 right now in Pullman. Ritzville at 49. A little bit chillier as you head into places like Colville and Bonners Ferry in the 30s, but still, that is significantly warmer than where we have been through almost the entirety of the week. Something like 5, 10, and in Pullman, a crazy 17 degrees warmer than we were at this time yesterday. So the warmth is, yeah, it's really cranking up around here. And we are going to, for a second day now, get up into the 70s in many areas. I'll help you plan out your weekend coming up.
Thanks, Matt. A fatal collision between a vehicle and a person shut down part of Sunset Boulevard in Spokane overnight. It happened around 9:30 on West Sunset Boulevard between South Basalt Street and South Windsor Drive. Spokane police confirm the pedestrian died at the scene. The driver involved remained at the scene. That person was questioned and released. Police have not filed any charges, and they have not released the identities of anyone involved as they continue their investigation. New updates have been revealed in the University of Idaho murders. A new court filing led to more information released on the night that Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogen, and Kaylee Gonsalves were killed. The filing revealed as one of the living roommates left her room to run to another, quote, she said this, on her way, she noticed Xana lying on the floor of her bedroom with her head toward the wall and her feet toward the door. She thought Xana was drunk. Once the living roommates were in the same room together, they began calling and texting the other roommates, but didn't get any responses. The judge also made new rulings in the case, the first allowing the bulk of the statements from the 911 call in the trial.
She's not well. What's wrong? She's not waking up. Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Bryan Kohberger's attorneys wanted the 911 call omitted, saying it was hearsay. Judge Stephen Hippler also had to consider the admissibility of the text messages the roommates sent back and forth before they called 911. Hippler said they are likely admissible, but prosecutors have to establish why they're relevant at the trial. The judge also ruled that despite Kohberger's recent diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, he could still face the death penalty if convicted of the murders. Judge Hippler wrote, "No court has ever found ASD to be a categorically death disqualifying diagnosis. Koberger's trial is set to begin in August. To read more about the court rulings, visit KXLY.com. Now take a look at this video from Pullman. A now former political science instructor is accused of attacking a WSU student in a fight that allegedly began because the student was wearing a pro-Donald Trump hat. The instructor, Patrick Mahoney, was fired from his teaching position but remains at WSU as a grad student. The attack happened in February. That student, Jay, was on his way to return an incorrect food order at Valhalla Bar and Grill when he says Mahoney snatched his pro-Trump hat and threw it on the ground completely unprovoked. Moments later, the fight erupted. Jay retaliated, throwing his food at Mahoney, who appears to promptly throw Jay to the ground and land several punches.
As I was falling, Patrick grabbed my chest, I slammed it on the road, and then he also grabbed my head and then also slammed it all on the road pavement.
Mahoney was charged with fourth-degree assault, a misdemeanor. Both parties are expected to be in court Tuesday. A man accused of kidnapping and raping a person went before a Whitman County judge yesterday afternoon. 30-year-old Victor Villela made an emotional first appearance in Whitman County Superior Court. Villela was arrested Wednesday afternoon, accused of second-degree kidnapping and third-degree rape earlier that morning. The judge said official charges have not yet been filed, but set Villella's bond at $25,000. This morning, a jury will resume deliberations in the manslaughter case against George Melvin Harris III. Harris killed a person and seriously injured another during a shooting on WSU's College Hill in 2021. Harris fired 21 rounds that night, telling police he was being jumped by a group of football players and pulled out his concealed handgun and fired in self-defense.
Lost control for 8 seconds. You can't say that is not within the scope of something a reasonable person would do under the same circumstances.
The prosecution firmly pushing back.
George Harris fired that gun 21 times. It's reckless conduct. It's a gross deviation from what anybody should be doing when possessing a firearm, even in defending themselves.
Now, we will let you know what the jury decides in the case. It's now 7 minutes after 6 o'clock. Want to check back in with meteorologist Matt Gray and a beautiful start to a Friday.
Oh, beautiful start. And I love this shot because the sun is in the exact right spot this time of year over Lewiston Hill and on Highway 95 that we get to watch the sunrise. And it's a gorgeous start to our day. It's going to feel like mid-May out there, and we've got more days like that coming up for your weekend. I'll tell you what to be looking out for coming up.
From the halls of Congress to a federal prison cell, former Congressman George Santos stands before a judge today. Prosecutors want him locked up for more than 7 years. Will a judge agree? And separation of powers at the center of a major court ruling today. How a federal judge's decision on sanctuary cities could impact communities nationwide when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino. Start living your life to the fullest by living simply in a tiny home from Portable Cedar Cabins. Less is truly more with all the amenities and comforts of a traditional home with a much smaller footprint. Each home is custom built and ready for you to move in and start enjoying the little things in life, including financial freedom. Homes from Portable Cedar Cabins are about half the price of the competition and about a quarter of the cost of a traditional home. Contact Portable Cedar Cabins today. Your worry-free tiny home is waiting for you just north of Spirit Lake, Idaho on Highway 41.
It's the once-a-year spring tune-up event this week at the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
Hi, I'm George, and I'm offering great deals on over 300 of the best rigs in the region.
And this weekend, when you purchase a vehicle from Cal, you can get up to $600 in free upgrades, like light bars, custom grills, or tires and rims to customize your ride, making it the perfect time to visit Cal.
Like the deals and love your wheels.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Looking for high quality and low prices? Then Furniture Row's Super 7-Day Sale is for you. That's 7 days to find huge savings on sofas and sectionals, accent chairs and recliners, dining groups, bar stools, bedrooms, kids' beds, mattresses, and adjustable bases. Complete the look with our massive selection of rugs and accessories. Plus, score 48 months no-interest financing. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. But don't wait. The Super 7-Day Sale at Furniture Row ends Thursday.
This week on Svengoolie. Aw, he's so cute.
There are a lot more of them.
Ernest Borgnine stars in Willard.
Are you crazy or something?
On the next Svengoolie.
Saturday night at 8 on MeTV 4.2.
Just about 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A federal judge will sentence former Congressman George Santos today. Under a plea deal, he'll get at least 2 years in prison, but prosecutors want 87 months, and Santos says he thinks he will probably get that longer sentence. Santos became famous for lying about all kinds of things, for everything from his work history to education, even religion, when he ran for Congress in 2022. Santos later admitted to campaign finance fraud and lying to Congress. His conviction last year is for wire fraud and identity theft. A U.S. cardinal accused of mismanaging clerical sexual abuse will have an official role in ceremonies for Pope Francis's burial, including the closure of his coffin. Retired Archbishop of Los Angeles, Cardinal Roger Mahony, is among a group of 9 cardinals set to take part in the ceremonies. He was relieved of all of his official duties in the Archdiocese in 2013. Mahony has repeatedly apologized for his handling of clerical sexual abuse. In 2013, internal church records revealed that in the 1980s, he failed to remove priests accused of abuse and did not cooperate with law enforcement. A federal judge has blocked the Trump administration from pulling federal funds from so-called sanctuary cities. A U.S. judge in California said President Trump's executive order to withhold funds from cities like San Francisco is unconstitutional. Judge William Orrick said only Congress can appropriate money, and any attempts by the president to change that violates the Constitution's separation of powers and Congress's spending authority.
10-second takeaways for your forecast here as we approach the weekend. We're going to see 70s all weekend long, but as we approach the end of the weekend, some isolated showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder we'll be watching for. We'll take a closer look coming up.
Kids in Moscow, Idaho have a pretty cool opportunity tomorrow. They can fish for bananas. Not actually bananas. Everybody knows you hunt for bananas, not fish for them. Well, we're talking about banana trout in this case. Idaho Fish and Game stocked a Horniman Pond in Moscow with 300 of the yellowfish for the annual Kiwanis Kids Fishing Day. Kids can get a taste of everything fishing has to offer. They don't even need gear. Idaho Fish and Game will have a trailer load of rods and reels for them to use. Kids don't need a fishing license, and the limit for fish is 6. That'd be a bunch. A banana fish. The fishing gets underway tomorrow morning at 8, lasts until noon. So now you're probably wondering, what's a banana trout? It's a modified rainbow trout that does not have melanin pigment. The lack of melanin gives the fish its bright yellow color. And because it could mate with other trout, Idaho only stocks them in certain bodies of water. And they taste like chicken? No. Bananas? No, they taste like trout, of course. It's now 6:13. We'll be back with much more coming up, including Mac Ray's forecast heading into the weekend, and it does look quite beautiful. We'll be right back.
Attention all men, low on energy, low drive, need to lose a few pounds, concerned about your testosterone level? From hormone replacement therapy and weight loss services to IV therapy and aesthetics, Revival Wellness Clinic has everything you need to look and feel your best.
Taylor, these deals are a slam dunk.
More like bracket breakers. New Kia K4 starting at only $199 a month. And K5 GT line all-wheel drive from just $299 a month.
George Gee Kia, where the deals are always a win.
Starting over is hard following a divorce because now it's just you. You are the one making the financial decisions for your family. As I've gone through this process, BECU was incredibly helpful, making sure that I could track down the financial documents that I needed or to open an account with my new name. I'm really proud of how far I've come, how I've been able to rebuild for myself and my family, and BECU is an important part of that.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
A show that pays tribute to one of the best Mexican-American performers of our time, Selena. Carla Perez, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 8th. You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Have you or someone you know lived, worked, or enjoyed the outdoors in Lincoln County before 2014? If so, you've likely been exposed to Libby amphibole asbestos. 1 in 4 screened have developed an asbestos-related disease. Hope is here. The Center for Asbestos-Related Disease, CARD, in Libby, provides free screenings, care, and resources to those impacted by asbestos exposure. Don't wait. Early detection is key. Get your free asbestos health screening today. Contact the CARD Clinic, comprehensive care for exposure and disease.
Just when you think you've got online safety figured out, a new app pops up, then another. Predators targeting your kids where you don't expect. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll show you the 21 apps you need to know and how to protect your family. Tuesday on Good Morning Northwest.
Trouble losing or managing your weight? Finally, an easy and affordable medical weight loss solution you can do in the comfort of your home. From hormone replacement therapy to IV therapy and aesthetics, Revival Wellness Clinic has everything you need to look and feel your best.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Well, welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. The time is 6:17, and we are starting off much, much warmer than we have for basically every other morning this week thus far. 49 in Spokane. Coeur d'Alene's pretty warm as well, 42. We are leaving those lows in the 30s behind as this warming trend begins to peak today and tomorrow. Before the back end of the weekend, we start to cool off a little bit again. Today, highs will be right around 72 degrees. We could be as warm as 75, maybe even 76 in some neighborhoods around Spokane. We'll see some mid-70s in the Columbia Basin. We'll see some low 70s across most of North Idaho. And once again, the warmth is going to peak here on Saturday. Partly cloudy conditions. There'll be some showers in some very isolated locations on Saturday, but as we head into Sunday, especially in North Idaho, we're going to be looking for the second half of the day to see a couple isolated showers and storms. The vast majority of you, you're going to have a perfect, calm, dry weekend, but we want to make sure that you are prepared in case you are one of the people who do get a shower. And you know what? We really could use some rain. For the Spokane area, only 0.39 inches of rain so far here in the month of April. That is not helping us at all get to that 4.62 we want to get to by the time we get to the end of May. So some moisture tracking north here as we go through Saturday afternoon. Places like Grangeville, Lewiston, Orofino, and around the Blue Mountains. A chance for some rain and maybe an isolated rumble of thunder or two Saturday afternoon and evening. And then we start to see our winds shift. Storm motion will be out of the north then as we head into Sunday afternoon, and we'll see some development along the Montana state line and especially in our northern mountains as well. And so that'll be something that we watch for with the potential for at least a chance in the afternoon around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene metro to see a sprinkle or two. So most places, it's just a slight chance, but places like Bonners Ferry, Sandpoint, Kellogg, and then down into the Clearwater River area, that is where we have the most likely chance on Sunday for some of these showers and those isolated rumbles of thunder. Cooling off, chance for rain coming in on Tuesday, warming up by the end of next week again.
Thanks so much, Matt. A special note from us this morning about KXLY TV and our parent company, Morgan Murphy Media. We are sad to report our longtime former president and CEO, Elizabeth Murphy Burns, has passed away. She was a pioneering figure in American broadcasting, leading this family-run company for the past 43 years. Mark Kane has more on our leader, mentor, and friend.
Born into the media business, it was not uncommon for Elizabeth Murphy Burns to rub elbows with politicians and entertainers like Bob Hope. After all, her grandfather founded the influential Superior Evening Telegram in 1890. She began her career in media at the age of 14, selling classified ads for the family-run newspaper. After attending the University of Arizona, she entered the field of broadcasting. By the age of 25, she owned and operated a radio station. She later rejoined her family's management team, and in 1982, became vice president of what would become Morgan Murphy Media. Under Liz's leadership, the newspaper business her grandfather started and her father expanded grew to include broadcast stations in 8 TV markets, 17 radio stations, a digital agency, and a monthly magazine. Liz Burns has been a pioneer for women in broadcasting, serving as the first woman on the CBS Affiliates Board and one of the first women elected to the NAB Board.
I hope that I made it easier for women to come after me. Because we'd worked out the kinks, and so when the women came along the line, the guys were used to me, and so I hope that's a gift I've left.
An early advocate for the transition from analog to high definition, she told a Senate congressional hearing that cable companies should be required to carry digital broadcast signals.
The transition to digital television will only succeed if the early adopters can get their local DTV stations over cable and have assurance that DTV sets will operate with digital cable systems and other devices.
Her influence extended internationally. She was part of a delegation for the second Bush administration to promote independence news media in Russia, collaborating with Russian media executives to foster journalistic integrity. In 2018, she was among those honored by the Library of American Broadcasting Foundation's Giants of Broadcasting and Electronic Arts Awards.
I and my family take what we do very seriously. Being an integral part of our communities to inform, educate, and entertain viewers on any platform that they want to watch us on, and being the one they trust and turn to. What a responsibility.
It's a prestigious award with illustrious fellow honorees. All have made significant contributions to the broadcasting industry. But Liz Burns was recognized for both her national leadership in broadcasting as well as her commitment to local broadcasting and the unique relationship local broadcasters have with the communities they serve.
Among those other honorees at that luncheon, radio and TV personality Ryan Seacrest.
One of the honorees, her name is Elizabeth Murphy Burns, right? So
she was amazing because she admitted out loud that she's the reason that we have to suffer through
HD TV. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, HD TV. You know how we look. You know how you can see our wrinkles now? She's responsible for that. She created that technology, a real pioneer of the business. She's a lovely, true pioneer, and she owns local television stations. And she's doing her speech, and she's charming, and she's smart, and she's funny.
Liz and her husband Richard have spent the past few years in Arizona, helping shape the next generation of journalists at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, dedicating its largest teaching space in honor of the couple, a 141-seat technologically advanced classroom. Elizabeth Murphy Burns' legacy is one of innovation, leadership, and an unwavering commitment to public service and to her family, including her 5 grandchildren.
This industry has been very good to me and my family. And you need to give back, and you need to set an example, because what you're doing is what should be focused on. It's the act, not the person. We enlighten, educate, entertain, and have fun doing it. You don't have fun, you aren't going to be good at it. And I think we're very good at it.
Elizabeth Murphy Burns was 79 years old.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Looking for a great truck at a great price that's built for adventure and engineered for safety?
Then stop by Findlay Downtown Toyota today and take a test drive in a new Tundra or Tacoma truck.
And also check out the incredible TRD upgrades.
I'm Drew Henry, tea maker and founder of Revival Tea Company, and we're right here at Yolks Fresh Market. We started in 2018 in Spokane. We are super proud of getting our peppermint from Washington State, our honey from bees in Spokane. We've collaborated with Dry Fly and turned into canned cocktails. We definitely would not be where we're at today without the support from some amazing local partners like Yolks. Oh yeah, the more and more we can work together, that's been a really fun thing as we continue to grow.
Check out Revival Tea at Yolks Fresh Market.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig Swap and Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swap and Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the audiences who feel, and anyone who revels in creative expression. For the shop owner who flips a sign at dawn and remembers your order by heart. For singing, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" on a hot summer night. For the moment you realize your youngest son can fly. Here for the educators and mentors who create everyday aha moments. It's being here for community pride, 8 seconds of fury, and flavor obsessions. Here for when everything seems lost, rallying the community and building again. It means being here for the long haul in Cooley Dam, Sandpoint, and Pendleton. Here for your friends, for your family, for your neighbors. Here for you. STCU, here for good.
Just when you think you've got online safety figured out, a new app pops up, then another. Predators targeting your kids where you don't expect. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll show you the 21 apps you need to know and how to protect your family. Tuesday on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. And yesterday, the NFL Draft first round opened up, and the Seattle Seahawks went 18th overall. Let's take a listen to that pick.
Seattle Seahawks select Gray Zabel, guard, North Dakota State.
And just like we predicted here before the draft, the Seahawks turned to their offensive line, drafting the fantastic Gray Zabel for the North Dakota State Bison, the top-ranked interior lineman of the first round. He's the only selection the Hawks had in the first round, and the first-team FCS All-American will make an immediate impact in the Emerald City. This pick makes Zabel the highest-drafted FCS offensive lineman ever, and he snags that spot as a big-time winner. 2 national championships right on his big belt, including one to cap off his college career back in January. So a very fun story there, and Seattle has a chance to make a whole lot more of those tonight. They have another 4 picks, 2 in the second round, another pair in the third. Catch the NFL Draft extended coverage on 4 News Now Special Edition at 3 p.m. and then following the draft.
Our time is now 6:27. Coming up in the next half hour, we're tracking breaking news out of North Spokane. Natalie Grant live on the scene.
We are live this morning at the Maverick gas station where a shooting took place overnight. We now know at least 1 person is dead. The information we're still hoping to learn from police when we come back.
And fixing the state budget or creating a healthcare crisis. Coming up, Washington hospitals and lawmakers face off over proposed funding cuts that could change how you receive medical care. And as we go to break, your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, parenting alert. You're watching the moment that Ariana McMillan was walking along a busy road outside Philadelphia when she says this man began walking closer and closer to her, making inappropriate comments.
He pushes me a little bit. We better start walking. And in this moment, I had a sense of panic in my brain that I needed to do something immediately because this man was trying to come with me to my house.
And this morning, that quick-thinking teen and her mother are speaking out exclusively to GMA.
I just was like, there's a woman there and I'm going to run to her. To the name, I just went, Aunt Rachel, is that you?
It distracted whatever that gentleman was trying to do.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this close call and the important takeaway for parents and kids. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Despite being on an antidepressant, I was still masking my depression symptoms.
My doctor said it could be because my antidepressant alone wasn't enough, so she recommended an add-on treatment. She recommended adding Rexulti.
When taken with an antidepressant, Rexulti was proven to significantly reduce depression symptoms, more than an antidepressant alone.
So with my antidepressant, Rexulti could provide a boost.
Elderly people with dementia-related psychosis have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions and worsen depression in children and young adults. Call your healthcare provider right away to report new or sudden changes in mood, behavior, thoughts, or feelings, or if you develop suicidal thoughts or actions. Report fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which can be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Weight gain, increased cholesterol, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness may occur.
Could adding Rexulti
be right for you?
Ask your doctor about adding Rexulti.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Papa Murphy's.
We think three-pointers should be called triple plays.
And we brought in a basketball expert to support us.
Just former college and pro star Rob Sacre. So, Rob, what do we call, one of these?
Triple play. You know, shooting triple plays wasn't exactly my specialty.
Well, outside shooters are well outside our budget.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Rob, how did you score?
This year, Walker's Furniture is turning spring cleaning into spring savings with an indoor garage sale where you can save store-wide up to 70% off clearance items. And new markdowns are arriving daily as we clean out the warehouses with big savings on closeouts, ding and dents, and floor model furniture at garage sale prices. Plus, special financing is available, so you can save big now and pay over time. But hurry up, this is your last chance for final markdowns.
This week at Walker's.
Looking for a car that feels brand new without the new car price? At Finley Downtown Toyota, we have what you need. Our certified used vehicles go through a 160-point inspection, backed by a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Plus, every certified vehicle comes with roadside assistance, so you can drive with confidence. Find your perfect vehicle today and shop quality, reliability, and savings, all in one place.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start with breaking news. Multiple people have been shot. One is dead. Happened at a gas station. Police say it was at the Maverick off of Division and Montgomery. Natalie Grant is on scene gathering the latest information for us. Natalie, what have you learned?
Well, Robin, we're outside that Maverick gas station between Ruby and Division off of Montgomery here, and we now know that at least one person died in this shooting. It happened around 3:30 this morning. Spokane police tell us that there are multiple other injuries from this shooting. However, we don't know exactly how many other people are involved in this. Right now, the Maverick gas station here is still taped off this morning. You can see that red police tape kind of surrounding this area here. Crews have been canvassing throughout the morning, taking flashlights, looking through various areas around the gas station, expanding their perimeter about every hour here, it seems. There's also some evidence markers between a couple of the gas pumps here outside the Maverick. What we still don't know from this case, again, is how many people are involved in this total, if anyone's been taken into custody. Again, we do know that one person is dead. Right now, Division and Ruby are open this morning. Division, there's a little bit of a lane closure area, just in a small portion where police have expanded the perimeter, but traffic is flowing in either direction. But the Maverick gas station itself is closed today, so if you take this way, make sure to go a different route. But we'll continue to bring you updates throughout the morning. Robin?
Sounds great. Natalie, thanks so much. Let's check in now with meteorologist Matt Gray with your first alert forecast for this Friday morning.
And it is a warm Friday morning. We're seeing mid and upper 40s here now this morning as we're getting close to an hour past sunrise here in just a few minutes. And it is going to be another beautiful day in the inland Northwest. We're pretty warm in many parts of our region. 40 in Coeur d'Alene, well above where we've been recently. 49 in Deer Park, Fairchild's at 48, 38 in Cheney, Spangles at 46, and Post Falls at 48. So that extra layer you've been putting on in the mornings lately, you will not need that for very long. It is going to be shorts weather by the time we get to the afternoon. And here's your afternoon forecast. 75 in downtown Spokane and the Valley. Meade and 9 Mile get up to 76 in Coeur d'Alene. I have about 73, along with 73 in Post Falls and Fairchild. It is going to be just a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Now, as we head into the weekend, we get warmer and then some changes you'll want to know about as you make your weekend plans. That coming up.
Matt, thanks so much. Head Start programs in Eastern Washington haven't had any funding pulled yet, but parents are worried. Local programs at Spokane colleges and Eastern Washington say there haven't been any funding changes yet. One Head Start program near Yakima shut down recently because of federal funding uncertainty. One Spokane parent says Head Start provides invaluable childcare and education.
A gal that I work with here at Maplewood, her daughter is also in Head Start, and she would have never been able to work if it wasn't for the Head Start program that her daughter is in.
A One Head Start program in Seattle says it's not counting on any federal funding after 2025. Federal dollars make up nearly half of the program's budget. Hospitals in Washington are bracing for potential cuts, warning it's you as patients who'll pay the price. Lawmakers in Olympia are considering a new limit on reimbursement rates for hospitals across the state, hoping it will make health care more affordable and address overspending. However, hospitals say they're still recovering from the pandemic, and these cuts could seriously hinder the services they provide.
Over 70% of our patient population is either Medicare or Medicaid. And yet these funding cuts will affect everyone. Because when you come to a hospital, we don't check and see what kind of insurance you have.
Hospitals in the Inland Northwest say these cuts would mean crowded emergency rooms and longer wait times to see specialty physicians. But supporters say a cutback from hospitals is needed to address the state's multi-billion-dollar budget deficit. Spring is here, flowers are in bloom, and whimsical shopping is in the air.
There will be everything from bath bombs and jewelry and art. We'll have taco truck outside.
Saturday, the Enchanted Marketplace will fill the inside of the Guardian Church at the corner of Washington and Cento in north central Spokane. It'll be packed with local vendors selling everything from handcrafted leather and pottery to fairy tale accessories. It's your chance to shop local and maybe find something you didn't expect.
This one's our first time doing the Enchanted Market, and it's more of, whimsical fairy garden spring theme. All of it's handcrafted, very curated, hand-picked vendors, and just to support our local community.
There will also be a costume contest, or if you're in the mood, wear your best whimsical garden fairy costume, or maybe a garden gnome. The market is open from 11 to 6 tomorrow. It is now 6:37. And we are taking a look at what you can expect weather-wise. That sun is shining.
The sun is shining. You need to flip the visor down for sure if you're headed on I-90 from Washington towards Idaho, because, this is Post Falls right now. And boy,
wow,
that glare is something else this time of the year.
Get your shades.
Right in the wrong time. And here's One Spokane Stadium. Man, it is a beautiful start to our Friday. We'll show you how long this warm weather will be sticking around coming up.
Yeah, that place is going to be hopping tomorrow. The Zephyr in town, their game kicks off at 2. From learning to swim to saving lives, how a local program is opening doors for Rogers High School students who haven't had access to swimming pools. The inspiring journey that's creating future lifeguards in a story you'll see first here on Good Morning Northwest.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
WSECU Cashback Checking. You give and give and give. Let's give you something back. Just use your debit card to earn. WSECU Cashback Checking. Let's credit union.
Have you or someone you know lived, worked, or enjoyed the outdoors in Lincoln County before 2014? If so, you've likely been exposed to Libby amphibole asbestos. 1 in 4 screened have developed an asbestos-related disease. Hope is here. The Center for Asbestos-Related Disease, CARD in Libby, provides free screenings, care, and resources to those impacted by asbestos exposure. Don't wait. Early detection is key. Get your free asbestos health screening today. Contact the CARD Clinic, comprehensive care for exposure and disease.
Playing baseball at Gonzaga University was a dream come true for me. I went from playing an organized sport to life, which is very much unorganized.
Guess we're the adults now, but BECU is always there to help us out.
Things to think about are paying bills, affording a house, planning for college, taking care of dogs.
We have so much to plan for. Having BECU as a partner just gives us total peace of mind.
Taylor, these deals are a slam dunk.
More like bracket breakers. New Kia K4 starting at only $199 a month. And K5 GT line all-wheel drive from just $299 a month.
If you're shopping for a car or SUV, put George Gee Kia at the top of your bracket.
George Gee Kia is family-owned, trusted, and we always make scoring deals easy.
Visit us off I-90 in Liberty Lake.
Or online anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
George Gee Kia, where the deals are always a win.
Over the past few months, 6 Rogers High School students have been learning vital swimming skills through a program that helps them become lifeguards. The Spokane NAACP Health and Wellness Committee developed this program in collaboration with Rogers High School, Slingshot, the Spokane Parks Foundation, and the Inland Northwest Central Branch YMCA. Marissa Rio dives into the program and shows us how it's helping students from historically marginalized communities.
This is David Moore, a sophomore at Rogers High School. With every stroke, he's making waves in a program that's helping teens train for a life-saving career.
They're supplying the kids what they need to be better at something they want to be better at. And in this case, I get to be a lifeguard, which I'm really happy about.
Ahead of official lifeguard training, he and fellow Rogers student Daniel Rodriguez are taking swim lessons at the YMCA. The Spokane NAACP launched this program last year, but realized many students couldn't pass the lifeguard test due to limited swimming skills. So this year, it started early with these lessons.
We didn't want the students to have any barriers, so there's no charge to the students.
Aline Zander teaches the lessons and says David and Daniel have already learned so much.
Right here behind me is David. He is doing the brick test. Now, just a few months ago, his instructor says he couldn't do this test. I'm going to turn you around because now he's a pro.
David is swimming 20 yards on his back, all while holding a 10-pound brick on his chest. Daniel is also thriving. He loves swimming, but says he hasn't always had access to a pool.
My parents couldn't really afford for me to go to places a lot, so the only time that I would swim was like during the summertime.
But now he's ready to dive in.
I just hope to learn how to save lives.
David and Daniel start their 5-week lifeguard training tomorrow and hope to be certified lifeguards by the end of May.
I'm planning on going to Western, and I see that they have a swimming facility, so I hope to find a job, employment there as well.
It'll give me something to do during the summer while benefiting the community.
The Spokane NAACP hopes to include other schools next year. It wants to give at least 10 students of color access to swim training as it aims to close the gap in water safety skills. In Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Great story there by Marissa, and a great skill learning to swim for sure. 70s all weekend long, but by the end of the weekend, some isolated showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder. We'll take a look at where we could see that coming up.
We have a change to our schedule tonight because of the NFL draft. We'll have a special edition of 4 News Now at 3 o'clock. After that, World News Tonight with David Muir at 3:30. Then round 2 of the draft starts at 4. We'll have another special edition of 4 News Now after the draft at around 8:30. It is now 6:43. We have more coming up for you, including people living near 16th and Bowdish say safety improvements aren't working. What city officials plan to do about it? Coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This year, if you'd like to make your backyard fun and entertaining with a new swim spa or a relaxing new hot tub, then you need to visit Quality Spas of Spokane, the little store that sells the most hot tubs in the region. Featuring Cal Spas, one of the only hot tubs made in the USA that offers the highest quality of pumps and massage jets with stylish cabinet options at the best volume pricing in the market. Quality Spas of Spokane.
Life's just better in a spa. This year, Walker's Furniture is turning spring cleaning into spring savings with an indoor garage sale where you can save store-wide up to 70% off clearance items. And new markdowns are arriving daily as we clean out the warehouses with big savings on closeouts, ding and dents, and floor model furniture at garage sale prices. Plus, special financing is available, so you can save big now and pay over time. But hurry up, this is your last chance for final markdowns.
This week at Walker's.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision garage door service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals. Step up to the all-in-one GE Profile laundry machine for just $21.98. Save $700 today. It combines both washer and dryer functions into one sleek appliance, saving space and offering unmatched convenience. Wi-Fi connectivity allows you to control and monitor your laundry from anywhere, saving you time and effort. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
Shop DaveSmith.com.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swaff and Associates, it got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
Good morning and welcome back. The time is now 6:47, just about. Frustration is growing for those who live near the roundabout at 16th and Bowdish in Spokane Valley. The city replaced a 4-way stop with this roundabout last summer in an effort to make the intersection safer. Since then, several updates have been made with flashing signs to signal drivers the roundabout's ahead and posts in the intersection to narrow the road and slow traffic. The city says this was to make the intersection safer, but those who use it, well, some of them disagree.
I don't like to drive through it. I have to sometimes to get home to my house, but I avoid it if I can, and then I do not walk through it anymore.
The city says it's finalizing some plans to improve the roundabout and will share what these changes are within the next few weeks and when they'll be put in place. And speaking of frustrations, Moses Lake reporting another bus route canceled today because of staffing issues.
Oh boy.
That's a bunch. All right, a live look this morning at One Spokane Stadium right across the street from us here at 500 West Boone. That's the spot where I'll be tomorrow afternoon cheering on the Spokane Zephyr. Go team.
Wear the sunscreen, Robin.
I will.
Yeah, don't forget that.
I will. I'm stoked. It'll be beautiful out there.
I know. I've been doing some yard work lately, and I feel that I'm trying to keep it a tan and not a burn.
Good plan.
I tell you what, and certainly we'll be at risk of that here with these warm temperatures and lots of sunshine again this weekend. But it's not all fun and games. There are some things that we got to keep an eye on, especially on Sunday. So let's take a look at, first of all, what is a very warm morning right now. It's 51. My goodness, already in Pullman. So we are going to be super warm today in many areas, even if you're in the 30s like Bonners Ferry and Colville right now. We are also seeing a little bit of some gusty wind in some area. Look at Pullman, 15-mile-an-hour winds. Thanks to our friends in Elk for telling us about how it's a little windy out there. Certainly those winds likely helped keep our temperatures a little warm this morning as well, upper 40s instead of upper 30s. Here's your highs for today. Low to mid 70s. Look at Lewiston, close to 80 degrees. Moses Lake in that ballpark there as well. Even warmer on Saturday, middle upper 70s. And then for Sunday, still 70s, but cooling, cloudier, and a chance for a storm or two in the afternoon. And it's the last weekend of skiing. Lookout Pass at 49 North still open. We wave goodbye to the ski season. It was a great year. Hey, Snowpack's still looking good up there as well for the spring melt. So we've been talking about this weather pattern all weekend. that low that we talked about that was going to be well to the south of us is going to be close enough on Sunday to push a little bit of moisture in our direction. And that is going to bring us at least a small chance for a shower or two. That starts off around Lewiston and Orofino, where we have a couple of showers, light showers on Saturday afternoon, maybe a rumble of thunder around the Camas Prairie, and then it expands on Sunday afternoon. So you should be able to make your plans through lunchtime on Sunday without really hardly any issues at all. It's once we get to that afternoon time frame, especially in North Idaho, just keep one eye on the sky and stay tuned to us over the weekend for some updates. We'll keep cooling off after Sunday with some slightly cooler air and highs only in the 60s. Overall, though, that is a beautiful 4-day forecast. We'll take a look at your 7-day outlook after the morning sprint, which is right after these messages.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Portable Cedar Cabins.
It's Missisquoi Casino Hotel's 31st anniversary. We're celebrating by giving you the chance to win over $62,000 in cash and prizes, including adventures on a pontoon, on a flight to your favorite getaway, or your choice of a new car or cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. 31 years of jackpots, food, and fun. Learn more at Missisquoi.com.
At Liberty Park, we've been growing our own since 1928, and we continue to be your go-to greenhouse for all your gardening needs, including custom container planting. We have a colorful selection of annuals, perennials, and hanging baskets. With several varieties of tomatoes and other veggie starts, we have all you need to kick off your vegetable garden. We also carry yard art, soil, and pots of all sizes and colors. Liberty Park Greenhouse and Garden Center is now open in the historic South Perry District.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. Our digital banking can change how you manage your money. Whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
New York City's hottest hits are landing right here in Spokane. Join SDCU Best of Broadway, live at First Interstate Center for the Arts. It's lights up on a thrilling new season. Moulin Rouge, the musical, The Notebook, Back to the Future, Some Like It Hot, and the epic return of Disney's The Lion King. You just have to be there. Get your season tickets and get swept away at shows.broadwayspokane.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Your time is now 6:53. It's time to get ready to take on your Friday with the morning sprint. We have a glorious weekend ahead. Matt Gray has your forecast. But first, we start with breaking news. Natalie Grant is at the scene of a deadly shooting at a North Spokane gas station.
We are live this morning at the Maverick gas station between Ruby and Division, where police say a shooting took place here around 3:30. As of right now, we know one person is dead, and police tell us that others are injured. However, we don't know how many. We also don't know if anyone has been taken into custody. As of right now, this Maverick gas station is closed off, but Ruby and Division kind of around it are open this morning. We'll continue to bring you updates throughout the day and online at KXLY.com.
A fatal collision between a vehicle and a person shut down part of Sunset Boulevard in Spokane overnight. It happened around 9:30 on West Sunset Boulevard between South Basalt Street and South Windsor Drive. Spokane police confirmed the pedestrian died at the scene. The driver involved remained at the scene. The person was questioned and released. Police have not filed charges. They have not released the identities of anyone involved as they continue investigating.
And we are getting set for another beautiful Friday and beautiful weekend here in the inland Northwest. We'll be up into the 60s before lunchtime, and we'll be in the 70s for the vast majority of the afternoon. Really look like another beautiful day. We'll have more 70s as we head into the weekend.
New updates have been revealed in the University of Idaho murders. A new court filing led to more information released on the night Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonzalez were killed. It included how a surviving roommate found Xana, and when the living roommates got together in one room, they began calling and texting the other roommates, but didn't get a response. The judge also made new rulings in the case, the first allowing the bulk of statements from the 911 call in the trial.
What's wrong? She's not waking up. Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Brian Kohberger's attorneys wanted the 911 call omitted, saying it was hearsay. Judge Stephen Hippler also had to consider the admissibility of the text messages the roommates sent back and forth before they called 911. Hippler said they are likely admissible, but prosecutors have to establish why they're relevant. The judge also ruled, despite Kohberger's recent diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, he could still face the death penalty if convicted. To read more about the court rulings, check out our story on KXLY.com. Again, that trial is set for August. A man accused of kidnapping and raping a person went before a Whitman County judge yesterday afternoon. 30-year-old Victor Villela made an emotional first appearance in Whitman County Superior Court. Villela was arrested Wednesday afternoon, accused of second-degree kidnapping and third-degree rape earlier that morning. The judge said official charges have not been filed yet, but set his bond at $25,000. This morning, a jury will resume deliberations in the manslaughter case against George Melvin Harris III. He killed a person and seriously injured another during a shooting on WSU's College Hill in 2021. Harris fired 21 rounds that night, telling police he was being jumped by a group of football players, and pulled out his concealed handgun and fired in self-defense. We'll let you know what the jury decides. Head Start programs in Eastern Washington haven't had any funding pulled yet, but parents are worried. Local programs at Spokane Community Colleges and Eastern Washington say there haven't been any funding changes just yet. One Head Start program near Yakima shut down recently because of federal funding uncertainty. A Spokane parent says Head Start provides invaluable childcare and education. Federal dollars make up nearly half the program's budget. A United States cardinal accused of mismanaging clerical sexual abuse will have an official role in ceremonies for Pope Francis's burial, including the closure of his coffin. Retired Archbishop of Los Angeles, Cardinal Roger Mahony, is among a group of 9 cardinals set to take part in the ceremonies. He was relieved of all of his official duties in the Archdiocese in 2013. He repeatedly apologized for his handling of the clerical sexual abuse. In 2013, internal church records revealed that in the 1980s, he failed to remove priests accused of abuse and did not cooperate with law enforcement. For updates on the funeral for Pope Francis, which is tomorrow, just be sure to tune in here on Good Morning America. And it is a beautiful morning. There is another live look at One Spokane Stadium. It'll be rocking this weekend with the Zephyr playing at home. We'll have a final check of weather for the weekend coming up with Matt after this.
4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
2 minutes for checking to Berkeley County. Get your exclusive Spokane Chiefs debit card from Numerica today.
Built for adventure and engineered for safety. Toyota trucks are some of the best trucks on the road today. And Findlay Downtown Toyota is stocked full with a great selection, including the new TRD trucks loaded with options.
What if you could get brand new windows, entry doors, or patio doors now and pay nothing for 18 months? That's right. Pay nothing until October 2026. No money down, no payment, and no interest. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Don't wait. Your home deserves this upgrade, and your wallet will thank you. This deal is here for a limited time only. Call Renewal by Anderson today and get 20% off your entire project.
It is another beautiful and warm start to our Friday here in the inland Northwest. We're back up into the 70s with sunshine again this afternoon. What a great way to start the weekend. Saturday fairly dry as we head into Sunday, especially in the afternoon. Keep an eye out for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. The Free 4 News Now weather app's a great way to keep an eye on the skies if you are out and busy enjoying that weather this weekend. Keep an eye on the wet weather as well coming up for Tuesday.
Yeah, time to get a tea time. It looks great. Matt, thanks so much. And thank you for joining us this morning. Hope you have a fantastic day. Keep in mind, we'll be bringing you live updates from that breaking news where Natalie Grant is on scene of a deadly shooting in North Spokane. We'll see you back here throughout Good Morning America.